And pain is number one. It's a subjective experience, and it's an output of the brain. It's not an input. So it's different to nociception. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's tissue damage when we have pain. Sometimes it's exactly like you said. It's just constructing a story based on what has happened in the past. And that pain signal is an action signal to do something differently. That's it. It's just an action, just going, hey, at the moment, you're moving in such a way that the system doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel protected. So in order to feel safe and you know, the survival imperative, we have a pain signal that say, just pull back. That pain signal doesn't necessarily mean you're hungry. I'll tell you this funny story to demonstrate. Sometimes it just means you're hungry, not that you're hurt. This fella was a rugby player. He would come in to the gym that I was at the time, and he wasn't one of my athletes. He had a couple of different coaches, and he was one of these people that people were always doing like drive-bys on him to try and help his shoulder pain. He's going this and this and this, and we'll just talk. And so one day I threw him a Snickers. I literally threw him a Snickers because those Snickers ads used to make me laugh. You're acting like Betty White. Yeah. And so I go, dude, try this. He had a Snickers, and he had some of his he had his pre-workout shake, and he waited 5 minutes. I go, how's your shoulder now? And he goes, there's no pain. There's no pain. I'm going, yeah, it's not, it doesn't, you know, just because you get a pain signal doesn't mean that you're injured. I said, you were injured 6 months ago. Definitely. There's definitely tissue damage at the time of the injury, but there's none now. It's healed. It's now this latent thing that your brain's just trying to protect you. It's an overly cautious nana. Doesn't want you to get hurt again. So rather than give you everything you need to go back into that range, just give you a bit of pain signal. And the action signal there is just going, hey, pay more attention to what you're doing. So like with the isometrics, like I've experienced that one where patella pain over the course of a 1 minute isometric, the patella pain just goes away eventually.
Yeah.
Because I know there's no damage there.
It's like magic.
Yeah. I met a guy playing rugby a few years back. He was a referee. And like you were saying before, how you get an injury and you research it. This guy was not in a field normally associated with dealing with people. He was like something in sales, but he blew out his knee massively and he completely ruptured his ACL. And he was told, like everyone that ruptures their ACL, oh, you need surgery. You're going to do X, Y, Z, and it's going to take this long, and you have to do this. And because he's Australian, he's a little bit oppositional. And Australian men, we don't like being told what to do. I think we'd fit in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Just go, no, you're not the boss of me.
Men in general.
You tell me I can't do it, that's what I'm doing. And so he didn't get surgery, and he found out how to basically heal his own ACL. And he's on YouTube. You can search for it on YouTube. He had a channel for a while there. It's really interesting what he did. But he's regrown his own ACL and regrown cartilage. Like all these things that we're constantly told that's not possible. It's bullshit. It's really possible. I got
to check that.
Yeah. I have MRIs. And so I do a lot of the stuff that he does because my left knee is full of arthritis and been in pain. But over the last few years, the pain's almost gone away. And each time I have an MRI on that knee, my surgeon says, it looks like the dates are back to front, doesn't it? I'm going, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I don't want you to cut me open again. I'm highly motivated to not have surgery. So I've literally regrown cartilage in areas of my knee that apparently you're not meant to be able to regrow cartilage, according to conventional wisdom.
I need you to send me that.
Yeah. And literally it was just lots and lots of isometrics was the bulk of it. Is just, and following those rules that we talked about. Like you still got to load it. You can't avoid it. Just find ways to load it and to load it safely without pain. So yeah, like my surgeon he's told me for years, every time I see him, he goes, I'm going to give you a fake one of those one day. I go, no, you're not. He goes, there's this really, really great company in Boston that make these bespoke knees and it's going to be so good, Nathan. You're going to love it. I go, not happening, pal. Not happening. I don't want it.
Over my dead body.
So I like the parts that are in there at the moment. I'm going to keep on working. I'm going to work on those instead.
I got enough metal in my body. Yeah. I don't need any more.
But I think there's a lot of things like that. The conventional wisdom says, this is the way you do it. This is the only way. And I like challenging that idea that there's only one way to do things. I think there is other ways if people are willing to explore. But in saying that, if you just want to take the meds and sit on the couch, totally your choice as well. Just not something I would recommend.
Yeah, completely agree.